Are you still off the seroquel? I think she's saying help. It's killing me. Oh, seroquel. That is a love hate ordeal. And if you've been following me for over a year, you know that last summer I was on my way to getting off of it. And then shit happened. It's hard to talk about it because of how real the experience was once it was finally out of my body and what started happening to my brain and what I started feeling, or I should say started lack of feeling. And for years I've been on Seroquel, decades. And all the times where I tried to get off my meds, I was never really able to fully understand the problem that I would have when I would get off of them until this last summer. And the best way to describe it is that I was no longer able to feel anything good. I couldn't feel happiness, joy, humor, excitement. It's like I was just incapable of feeling anything good. And then I feel like my brain would have like these glitches, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd be at my job and then all of a sudden it's like I couldn't hear or pay attention to what was going on around me, and that really scared the shit out of me. So I thought to myself, all right, we'll get back on it and we'll maybe do 300 milligrams. I don't know. And I even talked to my doctor, which why? I mean, he's a doctor. That's what they do. They prescribe medication. It should have been a wellness doctor that I found, but Southeast Idaho probably doesn't have a lot of I mean, they do, but come on. I realized if I wanted to continue to live, I had to get back on it. It was just that simple. That off of it, there was no point. And it was the easiest decision, which again, kind of scary. How the mind is, the brain is. For those of you who have never seen me before, I suffered a traumatic brain injury at the age of 6, skull fracture, swelling of the brain, epilepsy, manic depressive bipolar, all of it, ADD, whatever, all that stuff, except for schizophrenia. That's my biggest fear. But I will say, during this last summer when I was trying to get off of it, I was making all these videos talking about what it was like, when I started to feeling my feelings again, coming off of it. And I was like, I'm okay with it. But there was a lot of people, if you want to go find those videos, good luck. A lot of people who were like, yeah, I got off of it, I'm great. I could never, back and forth. And it's such a personal thing because it's your life. Now, our friend here saying it's killing me, it could be affecting her muscles, her joints. That's part of the research that I was looking at, is what it was doing to the body, which again, I'm all about. I don't even eat cold cereal because of the crap that they can put in it, the sawdust, all that stuff. I don't even eat, I would never drink Gatorade. I would never pick up an energy drink. That's just me personally. I'm not saying anybody that does, shame on you. No, live your life. But I'm just saying, what do you do? What do you do? If it's killing you, what do you do? I've talked about how I got off most of my medications by using oxygen therapy, hyperbaric chamber. It wasn't cheap. It was like $2,000 for a few months of sessions, but I got off almost all of the medications. All the medications that I was on since I was, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, whatever. Got off all of them except for the seroquel, thanks to the hyperbaric chamber, I've heard it's done wonders for people with PTSD from serving in our brave military. Much love to all of you. If you're struggling with PTSD, I recommend you look into hyperbaric chamber. Uh, it's just, I want to help. I want to offer advice. The mind, the brain. There's so much that we're still learning. Although we've been programmed since, we've had television programs and all this stuff coming out to think a certain way. So, depending on where you are in that journey. And I've thought about doing, again, more deep dives into substitutions, natural substitutions for seroquel. You could look into that. The idea of going through what I went through again, it's not something I look forward to unless there's a certain specific reason why. I don't know. Life's a shit show. I don't know if that helps. If you have more questions, feel free to ask. But that could be a whole new chapter in your life, figuring out how to get off of it for you. Looking into a wellness doctor. I believe that the earth has provided us with so many remedies that like most people don't even realize. I'm just barely realizing this, in my 40s, which makes me mad because we've had the internet for a while, but pharmaceutical companies don't want us to get off of these things. They want us to stay on them. That's how they make money. They want to put us on cholesterol medication that tells us that it's going to make us better, but they want, that's the scary part. You want to trust your doctor. You want to trust the government. You want to trust your church. But in the end, it's going to be you who has to decide what's right for you. So my heart goes out to you. And let me know.